and naive. It was heaven. We touch the very soul of holding each and every life. We claim the very source of joy ran through. It didn't, but it seemed that way. I kissed a lot of people that day. Woe to capture. Okay, BOOZHOO. And welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and over here, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Weenie Mushane. Say hello, sweetheart. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. And over here, the rock star cartoonist. Oh, hold on a second. The rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Niji. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. And today's Ojibwe word of the day is brought to you by Rockstar Cartoonist, a comic book autobiography by Michael Lyons. But you don't really recommend they buy this? No, please don't buy that comic book. It is only interesting to me. You don't think other people find it interesting? It's weird, but they can buy it if they want. It's just, I don't know. Don't you stand by your work? Well, yeah, I guess. Why do you even have it on your Amazon page if you don't like the comic book? I love the cover. It is a cool cover. Rockstar cartoonist. Follow the life of almost famous rock star and cartoonist Michael Lyons' life from birth to... How old were you when you wrote this? That was like my mid-40s. To his mid-40s. in comic book, whatever. Anyway. But for today, sweetie, what do you think? Should we teach some Ojibwe language and culture? Yeah, we should. That's what we do here on Abituse. We're halfway through the week. It is Wednesday. Or as the Ojibwe speakers would call it, Abituse. Halfway. Abituse, sweetie. But what was the clickbait again? Something to do with your broken heart? How to fix a broken heart. You know who knows about broken hearts? Who's that? Wally Bear. Yeah, poor old Wally Bear. Yeah. Hey, what do you know? Wally Bear's here. Hey, BOOZHOO. Let's get a gold star. Maybe a little gold sticker can mend that broken heart of Wally Bear's. I'll try. Gold star. And Daniel Black gets the silver. BOOZHOO Niji. Way to be in second. The silver star for Daniel. Oh, wow. And Papa Wagosh is here. How you doing, Papa Wagosh? Brown star for Papa Wagosh. BOOZHOO, Papa Wagosh. Yeah. And Wally Bear says, Mino Giga Jabe, Dan and Papa. Good morning, Dan and Papa. We're talking about broken hearts. And in Ojibwe, one way to talk about that feeling when a relationship goes awry, when your expectations aren't met, when when only love can bring the rain. We say, Duizi inde. It's weird when you say your heart. When I say my heart, I would say inde. A little apostrophe is like the dash in the word oh or uh-oh or whatever. So de is kind of how you pronounce that. Inde is my heart. Oh, sweetie, you're inde. You're my heart. Ah. But then if you have an aching in your heart, you say, Duizzy inde. Ache in my heart. Because you see, Because God, Bigoshka de. How would we say it? Bigoshka de. Got a broken heart. How do you fix a broken heart? And the reason I bring this up, last night I told a whole story about this chick, Jennifer. If you watched the evening show last night, you know, I mean, BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO will always be a morning show. Just because, you know, it feels like a morning coffee. You know, there's less pressure if we keep it in the morning. But once in a while I do an evening show. Or we do an evening show. And ended up talking about old relationships. Relationships that didn't work out. And so I told this whole story about Jennifer. And led just beautifully into the song. And that's when I wrote the song, Never Coming Back Here Again. And then we didn't have the song. I know. What was the other song? I always screwed it up in the band too. The other song's called Will I Ever See You Again? Subtly different, equally brokenhearted. Will I Ever See You Again was the song we played. But and then of course there's this one. Yeah. Michael, do you want me to tell the story of Natasha? I'd rather you didn't. But the thing about broken hearts, you guys, this is a little advice for the men. I know Papa Wagosh probably knows this already because he's an elder. But for you young guys, you know, like Joseph. Hey, Joe, what's up? Is Joseph younger than us? I have no idea, but probably. So what's up with a broken heart? You fall in love with some girl. And together, you have these dreams. Oh, we're going to create a life together. We finally found each other. You know. All those songs, those love songs and the movies that were so romantic, they were all kind of about us. And for a time, you're happy. You're in this weird state of insanity. Oh, I'm in love. Nothing can go wrong now that I'm in love. I don't need anything. I don't even need to eat or sleep or whatever because I got love. Then, you know, after a couple of years, you realize your girlfriend's a bit of a skank. Don't say that. What? You know, turns out maybe she likes having more than one boyfriend at a time. I don't know. Maybe she's got low self-esteem and no boundaries, no morals. You know, you realize, well, that's how you hooked up with her. Why wouldn't she do the same with somebody else? You know? So I told this long story about trying to break up with Jennifer and how I went to do it face to face. She had moved away and we still hadn't broken up. When I went there to go face to face, you know what? We're done. But then when I got down there, I realized, well, you can't break up when you're a guy alone in a strange town with only $23 in your wallet and a train ticket for 3 days later. I realized if I broke up with her on the first night, she might kick me out of the house. And so I had to wait. And then we had a whole weekend together of being boyfriend and girlfriend. And I kept on trying to think, when's a good time to break up with her? Because I need to do this in person. You know, can't just make a phone call. And went through the whole weekend, finally got back on the train to head home to Minnesota. And I turned around and looked at her, you know. We had just, you know, we've been crying and telling each other we loved each other. And I realized I didn't do it. I never broke up with her. So as I looked at her there from the train, I was like, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen. One thing I do know is that I'm never coming back here again. And on the way home on that train, I wrote the lyrics to Never Coming Back Here Again. And should I just play that song? Yeah, why don't you play that song? And then you can talk about the other Natasha. Okay. So this is Never Coming Back Here Again. And we'll get to you in a minute. Here it is.
I'm never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. Tomorrow I'll say we can still be friends, but I'm never coming back here again. I was caught for 3 long years, lost in the thoughts of a young man's fears. I cannot swim in a sea of tears. I found you out and then I disappeared. Now I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. I'm never coming back here again. And so it comes down to this. One sad parting farewell kiss. Goodbyes in this morning's mist. What's mine is yours, but what's yours is his. So I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. I'm never coming back here again. Oh, oh, oh. Never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. Tomorrow I'll say we can still be friends, but I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again.
Never coming back here again. Tomorrow I'll say we can still be friends, but I'm never going to come back here again. And, but here's the point of, the point of having a broken heart. Even though I don't want to admit this because it sounds so stupid and so cliche. But broken hearts are fuel for creativity. You know, ask any creative person you admire, and they're going to talk about, well, you know what? It took breaking up with this girl for me to write, whatever. So many great novels and songs and movies and poems and drawings and paintings and all this stuff were created by guys who just had their heart broken. And you go, what? Can't I just make that stuff without having a broken heart? So, yeah, you're not going to want to. When you don't have a broken heart, you don't spend any time just moping around the house, writing in your journal, thinking about your life, licking your wounds, analyzing everything, It's during those times of broken heart where artists will, it's like you got something in your belly you need to express. The only way you can soothe your heart is by drawing her face, or writing a song about the experience, or putting some chords together, or anything. Cutting your ear off like Van Gogh, giving it to some girl. That's why they call it the tortured artist. So, back in the days of the grandfathers, the rock star cartoonist himself had a Bikoshka day, a broken heart. You see, back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a young girl named Natasha. Not you, sweetie. Different Natasha? Yeah. But, how long were you guys actually together? Like 6 weeks. 6 weeks? That's not even a real relationship. I know. I'm not the one telling the story. All right. So anyway, there was a girl named Natasha who blew his mind. Michael was never so in love. And they had a hot and heavy, brief relationship. Didn't it go from first date to moving in? Yeah. We either had a 6-week long date, or she just moved into my house. Went from first date to never leaving. Yeah. That's pretty weird. I know. So they're inseparable. They spent 24 hours a day just being in love. And then what happened? She went home for the summer, and I don't know, my feelings changed or something. When she came back, I broke up with her. You broke up with her. Yeah. You broke up with her. Yep. You thought you could get somebody prettier than that. I thought I could get anybody I wanted. Yeah, okay. So, then what happened? Then after a few weeks, I changed my mind and realized I was insane. I tried to get her back. But by then it was too late. And I tried to get her back, but I couldn't. She had moved on. And then did you write a song about her? I did. And what was that song called? Natasha. Well, there's a new one. Write a song about a girl and then call the, with a girl's name. Beth, I hear you calling, but can't come home right now. Anyway. So why do you suppose broken hearts are so painful? What do you think, sweetie? I don't know. Never had a broken heart. You've never had a broken heart? Nope. You're the only boyfriend I ever had. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that. Have you had a broken heart? Oh, sure. You can't play the blues unless you had the blues. Broken hearts can come in a lot of ways. It's not just romantic. No, you can get a broken heart from somebody dying. Yeah, exactly. I got my heart broke when Princess died. I broke my, in different relationships that fell apart. It was actually more heartbreaking for me to dump a person than it was to get dumped. Really? Yeah. You can break your own heart by breaking up with somebody and then going, well, what did I do that for? That was dumb. Broken hearts. Jim Dunn says, a heart can be broken, but it'll keep beating just the same. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's a weird thing. You do get an ache in the heart sometimes. You know, oh, I can't believe it. Got a broken heart. You know, go to the psychiatrist. Oh, no, what you have is post-traumatic stress. No, you have, you know, what do they call that when you have full-blown depression? Clinical depression. When you've got clinical depression and post-traumatic stress disorder from unmet expectations, from disappointment, you know. Because that's a problem. When you're in love, you're living in a world of illusions. You're like, oh man, it's as if all days will be good days from now on. Well, it's been like that since I met you. Well, yeah. But, you know, you and me. I'm talking about, you know, normal people relationships. These weirdos. Don't say that. I don't know. Daniel Black says, my niece mentioned that they wouldn't be able to get home, i.e. Garden River, and that made my heart sad. Does this qualify as heartbroken? Yeah, it sure does. It's a little heartbreak when, you know, when your expectation is a disappointment. You know, grief. It's a loss, you know. That's what it is. When you lose love, whether it's because they dumped you. Oh, I just love you. Yeah, well, get out. Like, what? No, now you broke my heart. I wanted to love you, but you don't love me back. I can make you love me if you don't, Winnie Mushane. You can make your heart feel something it won't. Have you had unrequited love too? Yeah. Man, you're a mess. I know. I've had broken heart from getting dumped. Broken heart from dumping somebody. Broken heart from dead cat. Broken heart from, which one did you just mention? No, I forget. From the thing you just said. It's loss. It's grief. It's a type of grief. And with lost love, you're living this illusion. You have all these expectations. Oh, we're going to grow old together. We're going to have children. We're going to build a little house down by the lake. You know. We'll have a garden. And I'll play acoustic guitar by the fire pit. Well, you and our children, you know, bathe in the lake, you know, or whatever. And then you find out, nah, she's hooking up with Chad from accounting, and all your dreams go away, you know, puff of smoke, and you're left with a broken heart. So what do you do, sweetie? Don't ask me. What do you do, Michael? You start a puppet show. Start a puppet show. Should it be a live stream kind of puppet show? Yeah, that's a good start. Okay. You should be a relationship expert. I know. I think of myself as one. How would you guys like to take relationship advice from a broken-hearted bachelor? These are my thoughts, my bits of wisdom. Time now for NanaBOOZHOO's Moment of Nabwakawen. Moment of wisdom. So, broken heart. Understand what it is. It's a shock to your system, whether it's like death, grief, or grief from a relationship, disappointment, or a little bit of a broken heart from, you know, your kids don't come home for the holidays, disappointment of unmet relationships or whatever. You know, you can get a broken heart from losing a job. Can you really? No, probably not. I don't know why I said that. Well, because people get really upset when they get fired. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I guess that's some sort of disappointment, loss of a job. But like divorce, those kind of things. Broken heart. So understand what it is. Look at it. Let it hurt. Feel the full force of your depression. They say, if you're underwater, keep going. Once you hit, you got to hit rock bottom, and then you can push yourself off and then get to the surface. Don't sit and struggle midway. Just go all the way down and then push off. It's not that deep. Your sorrow is not that deep. Go ahead, hit the rock bottom for a night. Go ahead, get drunk. Get all hungover. Feel sorry for yourself. Eat a bunch of ice cream, whatever it takes. Time to have a self-pity party. You don't get many of those. Your cat's dead. Go ahead, fall apart. Have fun. Go underwater, just fall apart. Have a broken heart. But then, the next day, you only get one day for that. No matter what the broken heart. Are you just making up rules now? Yeah. This is my how to fix a broken heart. I think that's the name of the show. One day of self-pity. Get yourself to the bottom as quickly as you can. Hit rock bottom so you have solid foundation to push yourself off. Then push yourself off with all the strength you have. Here we go, sweetie. I got to get our medicine wheel again, huh? You gonna fix broken hearts with a medicine wheel? Yep. You think I'm crazy? Well, I'm crazy like a fox. I don't think you're crazy. Let me browse this. Should have had this ready, but we never think about it. Yeah, I know. Where did I put it, sweetie? I think it's under my scans or something. I don't think it's going to happen, sweetie. Really? Yeah. It really helps when we have it, though. I know. But I don't know where to find it. Is it under our pictures? No. I just brought this show to a screeching halt, too, didn't I? Kinda. All right, never mind. Sorry, folks. Out on the street for a living. Anyway, so picture in your mind the medicine wheel. It's got 4 parts. And when you have a broken heart, so the 4 parts are body, mind, spirit, emotion. Physical, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. So when you have a broken heart, you gotta first of all notice your body. Sometimes you even have an ache in the heart. It's supposed to be symbolic, but for some reason, Dewizzy in day. Ache in the heart sometimes. Sometimes you're sick to your stomach. Maybe sweaty. Maybe you can't get comfortable. Maybe you're obsessive, Maybe maybe you just can't sit down, I remember after one particular breakup, I went for a 6-hour bike ride. Really? Well, I went for like 6-hour-long bike rides that day. I'd come back home and, rest for a second and then go back out. But I had all this pent-up energy, Look at yourself physically and then address physical. Maybe you need to eat something healthy. After you hit rock bottom, then you got to throw away the ice cream. Don't just save it for later. Just throw it away. You've gorged yourself. Now you got the sugar hangover. If you didn't drink up all the beers, just throw them all away. If you're going to heal your broken heart, you can't have sugar or alcohol. So you throw away all the bad stuff. And then you're getting serious. Okay, I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to ride my bike. I'm going to go for a fast walk. Anything. You got to start moving. Pull out your gross old shoes, your nasty old socks. Whatever it takes. It doesn't matter. Get out there. Get moving. You know, heartbreak is really hard to fix if just by sitting and thinking. You know. Then secondly, you look at mentally. What are you doing? Are you still churning over the things in your mind, what you should have said? Why you were in the right? You know, analyzing to death, you know, what this means for the rest of your life and all this stuff. Look at it and then tell your brain, yeah, okay. Last night, I did nothing but obsess all over this stuff. If there was an answer to be found, I would have had it. If I don't have it by now, I'm never going to have it. Now I'm just torturing myself. Now I'm just insane with a broken heart and chewing all my thoughts forever. Then you get down to the, what is it? Mental, physical, spiritual. Spiritual. Okay. Got a broken heart. Yeah, that's a soul thing. You know, your heart's fine. Believe it or not, you probably won't have a heart attack from getting dumped, you know, from your wife cheating on you. But something in your soul is stirred. You can't hurt a soul. That's a good thing, by the way. What do you mean? Our souls, they're indestructible. You can't even kill a soul. So don't worry about, oh, my soul is dying. No, it's not. Right now, your brain is going nuts and your body is all out of whack because you drank too much last night. But your soul is fine. If you're really heartbroken, you know, you're in grief. And it isn't just, oh man, she was so hot. I'm disappointed. I can't, you know, smooch her beautiful face again. You know, something really big happens. Your cat died. You know, little Mittens has started her journey. Well, this is when you, how to fix a broken heart. Get on your knees, start to pray. Sorry, get over yourself. You know, by the way, New Agers, you're not really God. Pray to the Great Spirit. Ask for help. It's okay. Your soul is fine, but your mind and your body and your emotions are all out of whack. So you got to use your soul. And this is sometimes where a lot of good creativity starts to come out. You know, maybe your brain does churn so many words and so many arguments that it will make lyrics. But writing that beautiful song, keying into some sweet phrasing or inflection, whatever, that comes from your soul. Go ahead and capture some of that creativity while you're so miserable. Because, you know, something can grow out of this moment spiritually. It's a really ripe time spiritually to create anything you want. You know, it can be paintings or music or whatever. It can be funny jokes, you know, anything. And then finally, your emotions. Take a good hard look at your emotions. What are they? Are you really disappointed? Or are you angry? Or are you scared? You know, your wife just cheated on you. What are your feelings about that? Is it your pride that you're also angry about? Or is it your fear that you're undesirable? Yeah, you're old. This is what you get. You were way too old, punching way above your weight when you got that young, hot girlfriend. And guess what? She found somebody richer than you. And you're you. I'm not sure who I'm talking to. I don't know either. But, you know, get to know what are the emotions. And then men, I won't give advice to women. You guys are on a different level emotionally. But fellas, the thing that makes a man is that our emotions do not control us. We are Vulcans. I never wanted to believe that when I was a big crybaby. Oh no, I'm just a sensitive artist. No, I don't, deny my emotions. It's like, yeah. You don't have to deny your emotions. You can use them to your advantage. And go ahead, use your self-pity emotion once in a while when you want to play a guitar solo or something. But mostly our logic, our brains, our decisions, our discipline, our creativity, all that stuff will determine our emotions. We can choose. That's the crazy thing. They call it being stoic. That used to be a stereotype for Native American men. Oh, the stoic Indian. He never smiled, but he also never cried. And he didn't get all emotional and, raising his voice and, stoic. It's okay to be stoic. Well, we have to be internally stoic with ourselves. It's like, yep, I know exactly everything that's happening to me, to my broken heart, why, blah, blah, blah. And I know I have these emotions. That's the thing. A man understands he has emotions. He's not the emotions. He says, oh, I have anger, jealousy, and depression and disappointment right now. I have these feelings. I'm going to put them over here if I have to. Or I'll look at them if I, Maybe I'll even express them in this rock and roll song. But he has them. He doesn't say, I am angry. I am jealous. I am jealousy. No. We have jealousy. I mean, I know we do talk like that. But so how do you fix a broken heart? You use a medicine wheel. Pray to your creator. Don't sit and try to meditate your way out of a broken heart. That never works. Really? I thought that's what Buddhism's all about. No, Buddhism's stupid. Meditation, transcendental meditation, whatever. Oh, just gotta sit and quiet your mind. Om, om, om. No, at best, while you're sitting in meditation, you can suppress your thoughts and your feelings and whatever, push them down for 20 minutes as your legs fall asleep. But it's not going to do anything. Your broken heart is your disappointment and your emotions and your body, mind, spirit, and emotions going through a trauma, but also an awakening. Your broken heart is... Well, how about this? I'm just talking as I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking out loud here. Yeah. My final word on this: a broken heart is kind of like birthing pains for your soul. Your emotions are extreme, crying out in certain ways, different for everybody. Your physical body will react in certain ways, depending on where you are in your grief process. And then your mind, you're in your mental state. Oh, I should have said this. Oh, you know what? You know what her problem was? Blah, blah, blah. All that. Those are all crying out, and they're turned to 11. And that's why it's so disorienting, makes you feel like you're crazy. Because your emotions, your body, and your mind, the things you think of, are, hyper. But then there's your soul. Now, it hurts to have a broken heart because your soul is being born. People go, oh, what is soul music? It's all that music that has emotions and thoughts and words or whatever. But it's not just the emotions. It's also the growth, the powerful soul behind it all. And we all know what that's about. Nobody's too young to get a broken heart or too old. And it's the one thing that connects everybody. And you know what, sweetie? What's that? I think this New Year's Eve, we should dedicate a whole special to talking about love, heartbreak, spiritual soul awakenings, and recovery from grief. That is a lot for one show. Yeah. Or we could teach the Ojibwe word for fart. Boogit. Boogit. I don't know. I'm getting too deep first thing in the morning. Okay. Anyway, sweetie, you want to get up here? Sure. I'm going to let Natasha get up here. But the whole reason I brought up New Year's Eve is for this commercial. Won't you join us for our New Year's Eve live stream special this New Year's Eve? And up next, the lovely and talented Natasha. Miigwech Bizendawiyag. Thank you for listening. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. We two have run about the slopes and picked the daisies fine, but we've wandered many a weary foot since old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Wishing you a very happy New Year. BOOZHOO! How you doing? Natasha Nindishanakaz. Natasha is my name. Thought I'd come out here and say a little prayer. Maybe put out some tobacco, some asema. You know, I know it's like the winter dark of late December, and it's cold and dark, you know. Last night was the winter solstice. It was the longest night of the year, is the way they put it. And like right now, it's that weird time of Minnesota when you can't tell what time of the day it is because the clouds are so thick. And, you know, the sun's up there somewhere, but you know, it could be 10 o'clock in the morning, or it could be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You have no idea. You know? But anyway, asema, tobacco. Get you, Manadu. Odapanan niwi asema. Great Spirit, accept my tobacco. Nusana wakwing abian. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name and all that. Miigwech kaiji kakina keku kaiji chikean nungum. Great Spirit, thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech kaiji bamadazian. Thank you for my life. Miigwech for the memories. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for our show. Thank you for this whole last year. For this crazy 2021 when the rest of the world went insane. And there was so much miserable, all this coronavirus stuff. And, on the one hand, if you want to think about it, it's like, what? What a horrible year. But for us, it's been a really good year. So thank you for our life this year. Thank you for taking care of us all year long. We never missed rent. We didn't miss a meal. I never went to bed hungry. Missy gave us a really expensive TV we never would have bought for ourselves. Thank you for the big TV. Forgive me for thanking you for dumb stuff like TVs. But this morning I want to say miigwech for healing my broken heart. Bikoshka de. Bikoshka de. There's a lot of us who walk around with a limp. A little invisible limp from our broken hearts. Like, how come you got that limp? You're dragging your leg. Oh, it's actually a heart problem. I got a broken heart. And so I mope around. Like, I don't got a spring in my step. An invisible limp. It makes me think of, I think I got that line from a Robert Bly poem. I think it was The Little Book and the Human Shadow or something like that. Robert Bly was a Minnesota poet who passed away this year. And he was pretty famous for a short period of time for a book he wrote called Iron John. Talked about, men stuff. But he talked about people having this big old bag of broken hearts. That's a gross way of putting it, I guess. But, sometimes people can kind of accumulate a number of scars on their heart. That's the way I can put it. You can break your heart more than once. But I've learned later in life, it took a long time to learn the simple thing. But broken hearts can be healed. You can get over stuff. Or so I've read. I've never actually had any disappointment in my life. But like Michael and NanaBOOZHOO, they learned that it ain't a death sentence, by the way. If there's any young men out there right now who are, some people call it, I'm suffering from one-itis, that one that got away. There's that one girl you just can't stop thinking about. She was so perfect. And doggone it, you were so close to finally being happy in every way. And then she goes off with Chad from accounting. And you're left there with your broken heart. Well, it really will get better. You can carry it on as long as you want. You can use that broken heart if it helps you write the next great symphony or whatever you want. But, number one, you're in good company. There's a lot of really great people who do great things and achieve happiness precisely because it started with a broken heart. A lot of people talk about having like a spiritual awakening when they right after a broken heart. It's like it required you to really get smashed into the ground before something great could happen. It's like the old, yeah, you gotta break a lot of eggs to make an omelet. But you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm rambling on now. Great Spirit, thank you for helping me recover from any grief and disappointments and I've had broken hearts. I've never been dumped, but I've definitely had a broken heart. Let's see. Yeah, thank you for listening. Miigwech, bisandawiye, gichimanadu. Apenge. Amen. Oh, you're very welcome, me daughter. Oh, hi, gichimanadu. Ladies and gentlemen, the Great Spirit. Hello, BOOZHOO crew. Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning. Good morning. So, what's going on? I was just listening to your prayers, as I'm wont to do. As you're wont to do? Yeah. I will always listen to your prayers. How come you don't, talk to other people as often as you talk to me? Oh, I talk to other people all the time. I just don't always speak out loud. Other people, sometimes I will speak to them in inspiration. Sometimes I will speak to them through other people. I'm very mysterious, I'm the Great Spirit. Yeah, you are. All right. Well, I'm going to have to go back. All right. I will see you again, my daughter. Giga waba min. Minawa nindonas. Giga waba min. Minawa. Gichi manadu. Ladies and gentlemen, the Great Spirit. All right. I'm going to go home. Bloop. Okay, BOOZHOO. Hi, sweetie. It's me, Natasha. Well, hi, honey. What are you doing? I was just outside, putting out some tobaccos, talking to the Great Spirit. You want me to teleport you home? Would you mind? Not at all. Hang on, I'm going to scan for your coordinates. Okay. 1 to teleport. Make it so. Number 1. All right, hang on. All right. Jiggle, push at the same time. All at the same time, but hold the button. And hold the button. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. You gotta jiggle it and hold it, but keep it held. Yeah, just keep it held down, and then it works pretty well. Yeah. Still, that thing's really getting old. Well, everybody, how are we doing on time, sweetie? Let me check. That's 52 minutes. 52 minutes. All right. Do we have anything else we wanted to cover before the end of the day? You want to take a call? Sure, I'll take a call. Line 2? Yep, line 2. Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Hello, Natasha. Well, hi, Dr. Fauci. How are you? I'm doing pretty well. I got my booster shot, and now I'm feeling just superhuman. Well, that's great. Good for you. Have you gotten your vaccination yet? No. Not yet. What are you waiting for? You're gonna kill us all. Don't come near me with your non-vaccinated breath. Oh, come on. Would you just realize you're vaccinated? You should be fine. It doesn't matter. You can be vaccinated and still get the dreaded disease. You should ask your cousin Missy. Yeah, I know. Hey, by the way, nice job on your so-called vaccination. My cousin Missy got your stupid shot, and she still came down with the COVID. Well, I guess she should have gotten another. It was probably one of the variants. Yeah. Or maybe your dumb vaccination doesn't work. Have you thought about that? No, of course it works. We're going to flatten the curve. We're going to stop the spread. I don't see it happening. Anyway, what do you want? You just call up to hassle us about the V word? The V word? I'm not that kind of doctor. What you want is a gynecologist. Not that V word, dummy. The vaccine. Oh, yeah, no. When you said V, well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I gotta do my part. Get yourself shot. No. Just say no, I say.
Why not? Don't you trust the government?
Well, number one, yeah, I guess that's most of it. You know, you guys haven't earned my trust, I guess. I would have been more inclined to get it if nobody said anything. If you had to kind of go, oh no, there's a pandemic. Like, yeah, well, you can get a vaccination and just shut up about it. I probably would have lined right up. But it's because there's been so much, suppression of side effects.
Side effects? There hasn't been any side effects.
Oh, really? We haven't all seen videos of nurses getting it and then passing out. Soccer players getting heart attacks and falling on a soccer field after being vaccinated. There's no side effects? Are you out of your mind?
No, that's just, I don't know what that is. Get your shot. You kill us all.
No. Anyway, you want to learn an Ojibwe word?
I'd love to learn an Ojibwe. How do you say Merry Christmas?
Oh, well, we say, Manobi, Nipa, Anama Egi Shagad. It's like Merry Nighttime Prayer Day or Merry Christmas.
Manobi Niba, Anama E Gijagad. Merry Christmas. Well, let me tell you something. It's not going to be a Christmas unless you get your shots.
You can't cancel Christmas. You don't have... Nobody elected you as anything. I don't know why we listen to you.
Don't get together for Christmas. You'll kill us all.
Yeah, I think I'll be just fine. How about this? Dewizzy in day, an ache in my heart.
Dewizzy and ache in my heart. I got an ache in my heart right after I got my vaccinations. It's like a heart pop. I don't know what that is. It hurts. It's like there's an elephant on my chest. Don't you hate it when you get those pins and needles all up and down your left arm? I can't breathe.
Are you okay?
It's not just a little of that. You know how you get after you get your vaccinate. Ouch. I think I got a big gosh got day. A broken heart.
Listen, you're obviously having you're obviously having a heart attack. I'm going to let you go, okay?
No, get your shot.
Okay. Gigawabamin, Minawa, Dr. Fauci. I just had to get out of that conversation. Yeah. If I cared more, I'd call 911. But I don't even know what town he lives in. Yeah. He'll be fine. No, but that's not a side effect from vaccinations. Heart problems. What are you guys, conspiracy theorists? Would you relax? It's fine. Hey, Zagame, what's going on? Bonjour. Zagame's here, sweetie. Hey, Zagame. La, la, la. Mariah. Gwendolyn. Mia Rich. Gwendolyn. Hello. Welcome to the show. Got some new people in the crew. Wally Bear says, tell that quack to comb out his nappy hair. I know. I can't believe that Dr. Fauci still thinks he looks cool in eyeliner in the 80s hair. You're getting too old for that, Dr. Fauci. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so those were the Ojibwe words for this Abituse this Wednesday. If you'd like to support the show. Hey, I didn't even look. Do we get any super chats? Not today. That's okay, though. You can support the shows on Patreon. If you sign up for Patreon, we'll send you a book like Dog and Maingan, written and illustrated by Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist. Also for sale on Amazon.com.
where you can also buy Little Cutie, a teddy bear's vision quest. Story of a little teddy bear goes on a vision quest. Or this Christmas, a mixed blood. The story of a mixed-blooded, half elf, half vampire girl. A mixed blood. Winners of absolutely no awards. Have you ever won any awards?
I won a radio award this year.
Oh yeah, we won a radio award for our radio show.
And I won best newspaper illustrator of the year in like 1992 or something.
Oh, okay. 2 awards in 30 years.
Yep.
Not bad. An award. We should give you an award ceremony. Sunny day. Sweetie, you want to add anything?
No, I just told him I said thanks.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Nanaboozhoo would like to say miigwech. Michael?
Yeah, me too.
Michael Lyons would like to say miigwech. And I would like to say from the bottom of my heart, bottom of my achy, breaky heart, miigwech, kanawabi egg. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is Nanaboozhoo.
Okay, miigwech.
This is Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist. No.
Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minowa. Oh, sweetie.
One to teleport.
See you tomorrow. Make it so. Number 1. No.